Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Marvel's Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. Season 6, Episode 7, Toldja. I am back in England, I'm on my own, which is sad, and I'm so sorry this is so late. I was travelling all weekend and jet lagged and just being how busy I was when I got home, but this morning I finally done everything I needed to do, and now I can finally sit down to watch this show. It's been killing me that I haven't watched it yet, so yeah, I don't want to wait any longer for this brilliant programme. Let's go. Oh, not that guy again. Hi guys! Nothing to see here. So they're gonna go on that woman on a ship, aren't they? Yeah. It's the kind of place where that's totally normal.
Apologies. It was my first attempt at using an interplanetary.
It's okay, Enoch, I forgive you. Uh-oh. Oh god.
It appears we are stranded.
Why didn't they pick it up, Enoch? Why didn't you pick it up?
We are still wanted on this planet.
Yes!
Thanks for that update, Enoch.
Okay, fits.
You betrayed us.
True.
Then you saved us. And
True.
You stranded us.
Okay. So probably they equal and now he's back to being... Yeah.
I want to go home.
Yes, Simmons. I know. But you got Fitz back, so just be happy with that.
He headbutted my face, but I still like her.
I don't trust that, like, we're secure having this lot on our base. Oh, Daisy. This is the first time she's seeing it, right? Oh, God.
I guess now would be an awkward time to hug.
Yeah, it would.
Oh, this is too much.
Oh, can I give her a hug, please?
Daddy issues. See, what did I tell you?
Someone punch him in the face for me. Yes, Deke.
Yeah, thanks, Deke.
Deke. I don't normally like violence, but I feel like Sarge needs at least one little punch to the face. I mean, if I did it, I'm not very strong, so it would be quite ineffectual. And May doesn't know about Keller. I'm so sad still. My heart is doing so. I just miss Coulson so much, and I love Clark Gregg, and like everything Sarge is brilliant character, and I'm just so sad.
She found Fitz.
It's one bit of good news.
Take the prize. Yes.
Cool. Really convincing, Gemma.
Stingier than I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Though I don't remember much.
Thing.
Waves of euphoria.
Wait.
They need to talk about these pups. Gemma should be like, I'm not with them. I was just walking with them. This is great. I'm just really worried about them having the whole team in one place. See, like, this team is doing good, but they're willing to hurt anyone that they come across to do it, which is not good.
Because by the end of the day,
They'll be my people.
I'll be the one in charge.
I mean, I'm very stressed by this because Sarge is so confident.
Hey.
I just wanted to check in. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, Deke. Someone is checking on Daisy. Thank you, Deke.
Nice shoes. You picked up some style in the past year. You look good.
I mean, what a guy.
I mean, you know who Jordan is, right?
Do I know? He changed everything. He's a revolutionary. Because he invented shoes. I'm
trying to impress her so
Like
hard.
real dollars.
Yeah, I started a company.
Cool.
No.
She's so unimpressed.
No, I inspiration.
Yeah, don't tell her about how she was an inspiration because she will punch you in the face.
Old Deke is very good at it.
We're doing the third person.
Yes.
Okay. But the detail that counts is that we found him.
Did he even know Fitz was dead?
Found Fitz? What are you talking about?
Oh, Deke. There's so much happening, and that scene was beautiful. I'm really stressed because the way Sarge was talking, you know, if he really thought he'd been captured, he would have been trying to convince them, speaking quickly, trying to like get his point across, but he was just like, I'm gonna be fine. Very stressed.
Fitz died?
Oh, Deke.
He died and no one was gonna bother to... And you sent a team out to find him? And you didn't tell me that either? That's not complicated, that just sucks.
It was
Oh,
a call made
Deke.
at the time. Then you left.
Because he'd never seen the world. You still wanted to know about his family.
Find him.
Of course he would.
I believe you. And if we can get things settled here on the home front, you'll get your chance.
Oh, Deke.
Because I'm going to pour every resource we have.
I love seeing the more, like, emotional heart of Deke, because most of the time he's just a light, fluffy character. But yeah, he was off being ridiculous, partly because they'd saved the day, and he thought everything was fine and everyone was fine.
Maybe you can put that Google-sized brain of yours
Yeah.
to work and
I'm loving this.
crack this tech.
Were you trying to flatter me?
Absolutely.
It's working.
Well, totally worked.
I'm just loving this episode.
Burns. But it's worth it.
Oh god, what's worth it? Stressed? He's too confident, I don't like it. The Coulson director. Oh, Coulson.
It's going to be satisfying when I take you out of the picture.
Oh god. He's just too confident, it's scary.
Coulson put a value on life. Especially cared about this.
I'm worried now though about the fact that she said, you know,
Chuck has
like,
seen a lot. Maybe he's had enough.
it's worth it. Like, they're letting him be sick. And she's like, oh, it's worth it. Like, is he gonna, like, poison everyone somehow? Or
Came to this planet with 20 Yakulian slaves and a dream.
That's inspiring.
They
very.
built this planet's original settlement with their bare hands.
He built it with their hands. Seems about right.
Surely a decent soul like you can understand.
I don't think he's ever called himself a decent soul. Yuck. I'm scared.
Possibly be how we come to an end. No one would believe it.
I would.
Well, I mean, the French should be really, really glad that their guillotine made it into space. You know, Monsieur Guillotine, because it wasn't up to a real guy, would be thrilled. Though he did also die by guillotine, so maybe he wouldn't be that thrilled. Oh my god, it's a gambling thing, so is the third dude going to get his head cut off? Oh god. Okay, this is like intense. I mean, it's not going to be Fitzsimmons, it's going to be that guy, but oh my god. Come on, woman, help them, please. They need to be saved. Oh god, Fitz do.
Just to make a profit.
They are worth. I mean, yeah, if someone buys them from you, wonderfully ominous, then you know that's much more profitable for you than just them dying. Delightful. But where's Enoch? We need to rescue him.
I'm fine.
No, you're not.
There's love for everyone, but I know what Coulson meant to you.
It's new for you, and
Good.
it's
We've
Coulson.
seen our
And
share of freaks. I mean, at this point, nothing.
oh,
should
Daisy,
surprise us.
don't hide behind denialing.
Here's a match. Let them fend for themselves for now.
But she doesn't want to
Seems
feel
make a choice
this.
For us, and
He was very good at hiding it.
you see, I mean, besides being able to quake somebody's ass, you're always direct.
You love each other.
Daisy knows better than most what it's like when you love someone and they are just gone. And these people need to get over themselves and just get back together.
And found a way to.
He's all proud to help. But I want Deke to join the team, so...
Future who doesn't belong. If
Oh,
you wrote
Deke.
this too,
Because we couldn't save them before, doesn't mean we can't now.
I'm glad everyone's morals are back to, like, S.h.i.e.L.D. morals. Is he dead? Is he gonna pretend to be dead in an attack? I'm very stressed. I can't remember this agent's name, but I like him. We've already lost 2 new agents. Oh god, run! 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 That's not good, run! Oh no, run! Run! Move! Close the door behind you! Go! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Please, come on! I like you! Move! Move, 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 move! We've lost 2 new agents, I don't want to lose the 3rd agent that I like! Go, 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 go! Out the door! No! Oh, oh, okay, he ducked. He ducked. Yeah, you hide, let him out the door. At this point, just let him out the door. Someone else will deal with him. Yeah, I knew something was going to happen with that. He didn't hit him though, right? Good, he's just out the door. He's just trying to get out the door. That's fine. Oh my god.
Permission to destroy a door?
Permission granted.
But he's trying to get out the door. Daisy, be careful. Did they manage to stop him that easily? That is
It
brilliant.
could be useful.
It's not all over, but
Turning into a dragon.
of course he
Take
was.
it out of here.
That was far too easy. I don't like it. Nothing that should happen that easily ever on a show. Oh god.
No offense.
only a little taken.
Artifact stolen from me. And I know what planet they're on.
Earth?
We're going to Earth.
I mean, if she takes you to Earth, the least you can do is help her find her artifact, assuming it's not a dangerous weapon.
Excellent.
Anything can happen.
You mean
Like
like
it.
that door Goodbye.
Don't be like, he'll have more than one thing.
Yeah.
I've just twigged that that's why he told her don't let the flames die out.
Hoping maybe we could plan a fishing trip together.
I'm so stressed. And I hate that it's Coulson's face making me this stressed.
We got your tracker up and running.
That was his other plan, I imagine. I don't know how.
It's like you've outsmarted me.
No. What is his plan? Don't put them both on the ship. Two at once must be a terrible idea or something. So this wasn't Sarge's plan, but he's gonna like benefit from it because maybe you shouldn't have two together or something. Oh, don't put them in the same containment hold. Oh god, I'm stressed. Why did Sarge say two at once in that ominous way? I'm very stressed. They were trying to find each other, now they have. This is a bad idea, I'm very stressed. Split them up! Can they like combine to become even more powerful somehow? What are they doing? Oh god! These S.h.i.e.L.D. agents are being red shirts left, right and centre these days.
I guess this is where I give you my list of demands.
Oh god. Come on guys, you need to leave this area. Oh god.
Yo-Yo's in there with it. Give us something.
Matt's gonna like do anything now. You can have everything you want.
Your truck and your crew.
I mean, I still think that was the right choice regardless of whether it was Yo-Yo, but...
Get out, now.
Yes, I told you to get out ages ago. Come on, go. Oh god. Yay!
Do you copy?
She copies.
Yo-Yo.
She's just catching her breath because, you know, it was decompressorized and stressful.
And their maker's coming.
Well, then we should all work together and not kill innocent people that we don't have to kill. If we have to kill people that are infected, then if there is genuinely no other way, but... Everyone's looking to Sarge.
Told you.
Ugh, I knew he was going to be the one to say that.
I don't need any more broken bones. So if you want the ship...
He's holding those. I'm very curious what she wants to get back. I hope they make it.
Hey, Enoch.
No.
Message home.
Fitz, convince your best friend to come with us.
To find a home for my people.
Oh, Enoch.
Goodbyes suck.
It's a very accurate saying. Oh. I hope this isn't the last we ever see of Enoch.
Don't be afraid to call.
Yay!
I will not miss you very much, Leopold Fitz. I'm bluffing.
Oh, I love Enoch so much. Can we have a spin-off show that's just Enoch's adventures in the galaxy? Goodbye, Enoch. See you this season, I hope. That was a really good episode. I don't even know where to start. I will start with the plot. We finished with the Fitzsimmons in Kitson again plotline. It was great to sort of revisit that place and Simmons being like, this was a much shinier, wonderful place the last time I was here. Oh, yeah. And Fitz is like, they need to sit down and she's going to explain to him that she tried alien drugs, or at least food that had drug-like consequences for humans. But yeah, the whole thing with the guillotines, I mean, I'm very intrigued by how it, like, could even look like the French ones, but it's fine. I assume at some point a French person ended up in space, like a French revolutionary ended up in space, or they found some files from a Earth place. But yeah, that was fun, like them holding on to the things, and I knew obviously that the third guy was going to die, but you know, I could still feel that Fitzsimmons themselves would be quite stressed in that situation because they did not know that they had plot armor on and that obviously the third guy was going to die. They had like main character armor, which I want them to have, don't get me wrong. If one of them had died there, I would be mad about it. So yeah, I'm intrigued by the new character s.h.i.e.l.D, is that her name? I'm intrigued to see what she's up to, what she wants. So far she seems, you know, like she's kind of a little bit like mercenary. She's not like gonna do something good for the goodness sake, but you know, who knows whether that will stay. I mean, that was kind of Deke, and then Deke sacrificed himself. So, you know, we've got a lot to learn from her and what she's up to, and so far she seems like a good guy. Now, it could turn out that she's a villain, you know, maybe she could even be the creator. I doubt that because that would just be too random. But, you know, she could be literally anything, we don't know yet. So I'm intrigued by what she wants, but she's going to get them to Earth, and I feel like if when they get to Earth, she says, I want a giant nuclear weapon that was mine, then Fitzsimmons will probably try and find a way to get away from her and not give it to her. But if she's like, oh, I want my grandmother's ring, they'll be like, oh, here you go, I've got it back for you. But yeah, you know, I think we will find out what's up with her soon, and is she somehow going to be linked to the whole Sarge situation? Does she know about the strike thing? Is that going to link in? She's kind of a new, I think she was in the trailers, and I've kind of been, in the first couple of episodes, waiting for her to turn up. Then I've forgotten all about her, and I'm like, there she is. So I'm intrigued by what's happening there. I'm sad to see Enoch go. I think for the plot it kind of makes sense, and also given that his people have lost their home, it would make sense that, you know, he has done the mission and he wants to go and try and help them. So I am glad for that, but I'm glad that he's not like, and I will never see you again, and that he will misfits, and that they hugged, and I can't wait to see Enoch again one day. Back to Earth, and just Daisy being home really made me happy. I mean, I loved all the stuff with her in space, but her getting to see her interact, see my favourite character, interact with the other relationships that I care about. I mean, I love that, you know, she, like, it would be awkward if we hugged, you know, like, I was deprived of a May and Daisy reunion hug, but that's fine. I know they love each other, and Daisy seeing s.h.i.e.l.d. and just responding to it in the way that she has done all her life, of not wanting to process the things it's making her feel, not wanting to be upset, not wanting to let it in, partly because there's a lot of other stuff that needs to be done, and that's just Daisy. And I just wanted to give her a hug, and I was quite glad that Deke went to see if she was okay, but of course in typical Deke fashion, just trying to show off his shoes. And I think she's not going to be impressed by you making a tech company and getting rich, but she will be impressed if you do a lot of good stuff to help the team, and if you're just genuinely a hero. So, you know, Deke, that's the line you got to keep taking. And, you know, like I always say, I don't ever expect necessarily anything to come from that, but I ship Deke's love for Daisy very hard. And I'm really like, I think I really enjoy Daisy and Deke's relationship. I mean, if I think in the fullness of this season it would, or even next season, it were to become romantic, I would be fine with it. But I don't even need it to. I just think they've got, like, obviously they spent more time together at the beginning when Deke was in it, and then, like, he betrayed her, but he betrayed her for like, it was very, you know, complicated. But ultimately, like, I think she's one of the people that has seen him more, and that's partly, I guess, because he fancies her, and then he's falling for her, so he spent more time talking to her. But she's always been the one that talked to him on a more, like, level, like, she talks to him. You know, last season Simmons did a bit, and especially once she found out he was her grandson, but a lot of them just treated Deke kind of like a joke. And he I know why, because there was a lot of stress going on, they had a lot of people they were worried about, and Deke was just coming around saying stupid things and being a bit silly. Like, I get it, I'm not having any criticism on any of the other characters, but Daisy and Deke had quite a few more conversations where they talked about things more seriously. And, you know, even when he went to check that she was okay and things, and then she sort of told him a little bit about Lincoln, and, you know, they've always been able to have these conversations, and that's why she was the one that he talked to, and she was the one that said, well, you know, yeah, if you want to go and see the world, go and see the world. I think maybe he should have had someone going with him so that he could actually properly see the world and not just get distracted by the shiny money. But, you know, they've always been the ones that have close. They've had a special dynamic between them, and I really enjoy that. That's why I wouldn't mind if it developed into something more, but I'm also quite happy with it staying as it is. And so I like that, you know, even when they were talking, Deke was being ludicrous, and she was just kind of humouring him, and I really enjoyed that. And then, you know, when it became like she kind of didn't want, like, she was nervous about telling him about the trip because she didn't know how much he knew, but I think it was good that she did tell him that Fitz had died, because he had every right to know about that. I know, and I get why Mac didn't tell him. I think in a way it was kind on Deke. He wasn't checking in or anything, so he was like, it looked like he was fine. And it's easy to forget that Deke will obviously have feelings and emotions, but also I think, you know, especially with Simmons going off to try and bring Fitz back, if you can tell someone that, oh, this person that you care about died but they're back again, you know, that will soften the blow than just, oh, he's dead and maybe he's out there. And also they had a lot more stuff to deal with, so I'm not, like, being, like, blameful of Mac for that, but I also do think he should have told Deke. And, you know, like, Deke would have gone on that mission. I mean, maybe they would have said don't come, but he would have volunteered to go on that mission, because we've seen consistently that Deke has it in him to do the right thing. Deke wants to do the right thing if it comes down to it, and especially to protect the people that he loves. I mean, he was willing to, as far as he knew in the mid-season finale last season, he blew himself up to save everybody. And we saw him doing heroic things last season. He's just Deke and a mess, and I love him. So I really enjoyed getting to touch base with like his emotions again, because I think when we first met him, obviously he was quite jaded and hard and, like, kind of still making stupid comments, but, you know, and then we saw a little bit of that when he opened up about his father and everything, and then, like, he helped save the day, and then when he got back to Earth he was just having the best time ever because there were plants and trees and ice creams and beers, and we kind of lost a little bit of the grounding with Deke. Daisy has always been a good character to bring that in, and then Fitzsimmons did a little bit as well, but I really enjoyed seeing that side of him where he was so upset about Fitz, and so upset that he hadn't been given the chance to go on the mission to save him because he would have wanted to, and I think Matt kind of recognised that. And I just don't think that they're now going to look at Deke and say, like, oh, he's the most dependable guy out there. Of course not. You know, if Deke is going to become a permanent member of the team, which I really want, he will have to do a little bit of character growth. But then if you look at all of the characters throughout the whole show, they've all had to do that to become where they are now. And so I really appreciated that. And I like that then, you know, like, the flattery worked. And like, he was working on the mission and he got the tracker thing working, and I think he could be an asset to this team. You know, at the moment when we need sciencey stuff, it's Fitzsimmons or there's no one. And we need more than just Fitzsimmons. I mean, we have got the new Doctor guy actually, but he's like more of the sort of Simmons side of stuff, not the Fitz side of stuff. So Deke is another person who has the Fitz side of stuff, which we need, because it's just risky to have one person you rely on for anything. And I'm really hopeful that Deke can stick around and join the team and just become like, because he's one of my favourite characters. I mean, to be honest, like, Daisy's my favourite, and then pretty much everyone else are my favourite characters, but you know what I mean. I love Deke. So I really, really enjoyed that. Then Sarge. Oh, Clark Gregg is destroying me because I just miss Coulson so much, and when I see him I just miss Coulson so much. But then he's just such a good kind of, I mean, he's a villain, but he's also not like Ward or Hive or any of those people. He's a villain who is genuinely doing the right thing as far as he's concerned. And in a way, you could see elements of the way Fitz, Yo-Yo, people were acting last season. They weren't as far as him, they weren't as bad as him, but they were on the path to, well, if I have to hurt a few people along the way to ultimately save everybody, that's fine. And it's interesting to me that those characters were genuinely walking that path last season, and then there were some of the characters that didn't go down that path last season. But, and you know, to an extent that path is probably understandable, and I think Sarge is too far down that path, but, you know, he's not just a straight villain. He isn't even the villain of the season. I imagine his creator's going to turn up at some point and be the villain of the season. So I find Sarge he's very fascinating, because I thought he was just going to be straight evil and he isn't. But at the same time, he's just so chilling, and he was just so confident all episode and just so superior and smug, and I really, really kind of wanted to punch his face a little bit. And like, it's Coulson's face. I don't want to punch Coulson's face. So yeah, that was really stressful. But I really enjoyed it, if that makes sense. Even though I was like, I hate it. I was really, really appreciating the way I was feeling. Like, it was just, he was such a good character, and his whole team are crazy, and the guys can turn into a dragon. Of course he can, but I also really enjoyed the fact that, like, when the guy was ill and, like, no one was worried, none of his team were worried about it, I was, like, getting stressed that there was something more to it than that. And then, especially when she said it was worth it. Then when he was breathing dragon fire, I was really, really stressed he was going to kill Agent Khan. I can't remember his first name, I'm very sorry, I will try and learn it next time it's said. When he said he was going to kill him, I was very stressed he was going to kill him, but he was just trying to get out the door. You know, so they don't just murder willy-nilly. They don't murder anyone they come across. They murder people that they have to murder because there's no other choice, by their standards. So he was trying to get out the door, and I love that Daisy just quaked him with the ball, knocked him out, and the Mac extinguished him. Like, that was brilliant, because I was really like, it's going to be a rampaging fire guy, and then they were just like, dealt with. That was brilliant S.h.i.e.L.D., typical S.h.i.E.L.D., but of course there was another situation that Sarge was able to turn to his advantage, and I'm intrigued about what's going to happen next with that. And he's so smug, and like, some of the things he says just make you want to scream at him. But I do think we need to work with him, and, you know, once our team gets more information about what's going on, you know, if he ever were to explain it all properly, then they wouldn't need to rely on him quite as much. But we do have the same goals, and if we can try and keep Sarge's team kind of from just like, oh dear, there's a strike, and there's an innocent person standing in front of them, I'm just going to shoot through them, you know, like, if we can try and get them to stay kind of moral, that would be good. But yeah, it was a really, really good episode, and yeah, I am really loving the season. There hasn't been a bad episode yet, and I'm very excited to see where it's going to go next. I'm actually quite sad that it's so short, but maybe the fact that it's so short means that they're not having to fill any time. I don't know. But yeah, I'm loving this season. I can't wait to watch next week's episode. Thank you for watching.